My name's Raro, so nice to meet you
Nice
guys.
to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
But so Dora the Explorer is really a movie that is going to change the game. With essentially an all Latino cast, it's very monumental for the Latino community, and like for brown girls and boys, literally all together, all around the world, and young aspiring actors and actresses. Having a leading role, did you feel this added additional pressure to you? Also, what did this role mean to you?
I believe that because I grew up with her and I feel like I know the character so well,
right,
that it was just, I don't know, I just kind of felt like I knew what I wanted to do with her right off the bat when I read the script. So when I went in to do testing, because they sent me the script before the testing, I just kind of presented what I thought was Dora and what she was going to be like, this high energy ball of like enthusiasticness and for the life, and then charm, and as well as like really authenticity in every single word she speaks, every single action she does. And I mean, I just think it's gonna be, they liked it, so here we are, and I think it's wonderful. I think it's a great opportunity, and I love the dynamics between the characters and how like his character comes in and he's like the hero, right? At the beginning, we're like, oh my god, he is the hero.
That was a huge plot twist.
Yeah.
And especially when he was the one who was scared of everything.
Yeah.
And I love like Diego and how he's like really, really cool.
Right.
And like the awkwardness between Dora and Diego.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's super fun.
That's awesome. You've
Yeah.
actually been acting since you were 12 years old?
Yes.
And how has the industry changed since you first joined it, and then also especially for Latinos and Latinas? Like, I know you touched on it a little bit, but how has it changed over the years?
A lot. I mean, when I was a kid, I always wanted to come to Hollywood. I was born and raised in Mexico City, and I did my entire career in Mexico. So I had my own TV show, my own movies. I'm very well known in Latin America.
Right.
Oh, like superstar. Like he's
No,
like
I was doing
the
research
Beyonce
myself
of
so
Latin
much.
America.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So
He can dance too.
Yeah.
And I just
Oh,
came here a few.
okay.
And I came here like a few years ago, so I'm a new face for Americans, I know. But back then, like 10 years ago, it was really hard. Being a Latino, it was like, it was bad. It was not good. Nobody wanted Latinos on screen. And now I think it's completely different. It has changed so much. Now I think that being a Latino in Hollywood is hot. It's good. It's trendy.
Right.
So thank God now I'm here because things are different. Yeah.
It's really cool that we have like a cast of pioneers too. Like I grew up watching Michael Peña in movies where he did play stereotypical characters, but he made them really great. And like he made them his own thing. He made the best of what he was given, as well as Eva Longoria. Like, oh, I love her.
Yeah.
But it's really, really cool though too that we're so diverse in this cast. As much as like everyone will like to say that, okay, you're Latino, there are Mexicans in the cast. There's Dominican in the cast. I'm Peruvian.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and it's really cool to me that Dora has never been pigeonholed in a certain heritage. Like they never disclosed that in the television show. So just like Black Panther was to like, you know, like the Black community, you know, they just felt like, oh, this mythical tribe, therefore I can be a part of this. It's just like with Dora, you know, you feel like, oh, this is a mythical like situation. I can be a part of this and feel like all the little kids in the world can be like, okay, I'm with her.
So, one recurring theme throughout the entire movie with Dora was basically she remained her genuine self throughout.
Yes.
Despite even being ridiculed. So my question for both of you actually is, with this recent age of social media and how easy it is to be influenced by other people, and like it's easy to kind of lose yourself because you want to conform and fit into what society wants you to be. How have you guys been able to resist that? And was there a specific situation where you really had to channel into your true and genuine self?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I love that question.
It's I think one of the values of this movie is that Dora, even though she's bullied because she's different and she's like the weirdo, she stays true to herself. She doesn't change just to try to fit in.
Yeah, but
and after a few time, she's loved because she's unique and different.
I think what I don't think it's because she wants to be like, oh, I'm not like them, though.
Right.
Because sometimes that's a common theme in Hollywood is like, you think the character thinks that they're better than everybody else, but she really just doesn't know anything but how to be herself.
Right.
She hasn't been exposed to social media, which I have been a victim of, like just seeing everybody in their perfect versions of themselves that they can create, and really falling into that trap. I mean, it's so easy to do so. Yeah. But I admire Eugenio for one. Like, I don't know if it's because you grew up without social media, but you've always been yourself in every situation, and you've always been so patient during the movie when they like would force him to do like crazy things, and and I mean, like, it's important to really keep an eye on the people who are like your role models. I think it's to avoid that. Yeah. Like, really like listen to your mother. Like, my mother was definitely the reason why I didn't get caught up in all of that, because boy, like, actors my age are crazy. The majority of them are getting into something, you know, terrible.
Yeah, my mom was an actress too, and she was always telling me about don't do drugs, don't drink, and I haven't drank a sip in my entire life.
But
so it was really hard for me when I was a teenager. But I said I just, this is me, and I'm not gonna change just to fit in, and I did it, and I'm very proud of it.
That's awesome.
See, it's awesome. Like, that's
In my never ever in my life I've been drunk or anything.
No, you did tell us that one story though, where you tried it. And you hated it, like a sip. Like, you tried a little sip, and you just hated it. And from then on, he was like, never.
Never.
And that's it. Like, end of story. I don't even think he swallowed it. He spit it out.
When I did that.
He was 10. You see, Latinos are crazy. Their children are like drinking from an early age, but it gets rid of like the idea that it's like something fun to do. You know, like, it's just you.
I said, what am I doing with my life? I was 10.
He literally said that.
And no more. Ever.
We spent like hours laughing at that. Like, that's such a you thing.
Cartoon Dora or live action Dora?
Live action Dora.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's more two-dimensional and more depth.
Yeah, I feel like I can't answer that though, because I'm literally live action Dora. Like.
That's why.
That's right.
Okay, I guess.
Even though it was cool to see Cartoon Dora show up.
Yeah, right. I love that part.
I feel like that part was a little bit more hilarious for the older people that were in the crowd, because they related to it on a different level. Like, oh, I get what's going on here, but it was super funny. Right. What was the craziest thing that happened on set?
From whose point of view?
Everything was crazy. Everything.
Everything is always crazy. I mean,
the quicksand, all the quicksand sequence for me was exhausting.
Were you really in the quicksand?
Yes.
He went under.
My goodness.
It was just water though. Like, it was water and then cork, like, cut up a bunch of times. It wasn't like comfortable either, because he was wearing all his clothes, his shoes, his socks.
Jeez, yeah.
You know, it was me really sinking. It was not a special effect. So I drank a lot of water with dirt and cork, and I got sick. Oh, that last part when I was and I was, because I wanted to make it funny, I was trying to talk on the last minute, and so I remember that a lot of dirt and cork came into my mouth. But we were shooting, so I was like, oh shit. And I was holding my breath down. I was like,
I can imagine you did that in like one scene, or was that multiple scenes?
Always multiple.
We shot that sequence like in 1 week. It was like it was like 5 days.
Wow.
In general, and it was double the size. They just like shrinked it.
I almost drowned once.
Yeah. It was really hard.
There was a lot. It was legit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Once you guys said you guys were actually shooting in the jungle, because I wasn't sure how much was special effects and different things, but
the real thing. Probably 90% was real, and then there's 10% in studio and special effects. But when we were falling down, we were really falling down. Right. They did this mechanism. Remember that where the floor opened?
Rocks literally opened up. The floor just disappeared.
They were like cracked in a very special way with a mechanism that was like this.
Yeah.
Everything was real. It was like
didn't have. I mean,
I thought we were just gonna be like, and then they caught.
That's usually what happens.
Right. No, we were really falling down. It was so real. Everything.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
Felt like the 80s. You know, when they had to do like really elaborate stunt scenes because they didn't have CGI. Like you'd actually have explosions going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they sank the whole this thing, the stage.
Oh yeah, they built the pool in the soundstage.
There was
they
a 25 million liter tank where they sink the.
They made the room sink. Yep.
They made the room sink, so we were really in the water all the time.
It was warm, like pea water warm.
Oh my
Yeah, not very warm, kind of.
Like pea water warm.
Yeah.
There were so many crew members there all day.
Yeah.
They didn't get out, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do the math.
So it's like.
And we were swallowing that water all the time. It was.
I thought there was like chlorine in it.
No.
No, not really.
There was
Well,
a little bit,
much.
maybe. I didn't smell it.
Yeah.
Usually you can smell it.
Yeah. No.
No, you can't smell chlorine.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think there was not many.
Oh no.
No.
That's tough.